Welcome back to the Hansford Brothers. How do you do this? It's springtime, everybody's starting to turn on their sprinkler systems, so we thought we'd show you how to do it. If your system was winterized last year, then you'll probably find it like this. So what you want to do is, there's bleeder valves here. You want to turn it to where the screws go crossways. So that'll shut off any flow of water on either one of these bleeder valves when you turn it on. Then you just can open up these valves so water can flow, and then most of them will have a drain valve, as you can see here, and it's loose so it can continue to drip during the winter. So there's a little rubber grommet in there, so you just want to give it just a little overhand tight. If you tighten it too much, you'll ruin that rubber grommet, and then it'll leak on you. And then in systems, you've got your valve box. This is what controls the water to each one of your zones, and there's a bleeder valve in there. So depending on who winterized it, sometimes they leave the valve open, sometimes they leave it closed. Now I always wear gloves when I'm doing this because in our climate here, we have a lot of black widows that like to set up shop down in the hole here. So I'm just going to make sure my valve is closed, which it is. So we're ready to go. The next thing we'll do, we'll go in the house and I'll show you how to turn it on in there. Okay, so now that we've turned all the valves on outside, made sure the drains were all closed, ready to come inside and turn the water on to the system. Same thing on this particular one. It has one of the little drain caps that's been loosened. So I'm going to hand tighten that. Again, remembering not to tighten it too much, just give it a little extra snug, not too much, and then I'll turn the water on. Now if you look, the way this system is set up, how this pipe comes over here, it comes off where the water main comes in through the foundation. So if you're away on vacation and you want to turn the water off to your house, this way this particular system is put together, you can turn the water off to the house, okay, so you don't have any leaks, but in the summertime it'll still supply your sprinkler system. Well, this is a particular, we have a T-handle on there. You can have a T-handle, you can have a knob that turns. They all do the same thing. So I'll just slowly open it so I don't get too much of a water hammer. And you'll hear the water flowing. So you want to listen now. It's going to run while it fills up the system, and eventually you'll hear it shut off. If it doesn't shut off, then there's something open somewhere. You need to go outside and figure out where the water's going. Okay, the last thing we got to do then, the sprinkler clock has been turned off for the winter. And it was programmed last year for the days that and times that we needed it to run. Something else that's real interesting, and you can get this off the internet. It talks about the different types of sprinkler heads you have and how long they should run during what months of the summer. It really works well if you just follow their guides to not overwater and to save you some money and not overwater your lawn. So all I got to do on this one is turn it to auto. It's already set up to run. Now this system has a nice feature that has a remote sensor that works. You put it on a gutter and it hangs out there. So if we get some rain, it automatically turns off the system. You're not watering grass that's already wet. Saves, really reduces your water consumption and runs off a battery. If you're not sure how to program your system, there's a lot of different types of clocks. Most of them are pretty similar. Usually once they're installed, they have the instruction manual stuck right with them. If you can't find it, very easy to look up on the internet. Just Google your make and your model, and you can print off your user guide on how to program your clock. So hopefully this is some good information for you, and everybody have a great summer.